Alright, what's up fam? This your boy D Wheels coming at you one more again with another repair video. This is my truck. This is my Volvo 670. It's a 2006, and we have an issue with headlights. The headlight, this is H11 bulb, which is sold in most truck stops. And let me see if I can get the camera down in here. Anyway, you may not be able to see inside the socket, probably not, but anyway, these things will burn out after a while. It either melt down in there somewhere, or the part right here, like where it plugs in together right here, sometimes when you light, after a while, that tip of burnout or whatever. But you can buy these H11 sockets or whatever, plug terminals. You can buy those, and so that's what we're gonna do right now. Alright, we have another one right here. The one that's on there now has been on there for about a year and a half or whatever, so I've got my use out of it pretty good. So we're just gonna replace it with another one here. You can see, I guess if it says, if the focus is right, and back up some, I think. And you can see where it says H11. You might be reading it backwards, whatever, but it says H11. It handles the H11 bulbs. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to take this bad boy. Maybe I might be zoomed in a little too far. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit more. Maybe not since it's recording. But so anyway, so that's the new plug. Let me see if I can get the camera angle right here. Get the wire off the way. And okay, so that's the new pluggy right there. And what we're gonna have to do is basically cut these connections here, and we'll butt splice these together and connect the new light bulb. Which I'm gonna change it, that's burning the inside, so I'm gonna put a new bulb in there also. Also, on these bulb tips, try not to put your fingers. Like I said, this is a throwaway, but on the new ones, try not to put your fingers on the actual bulbs, because your fingers have grease or moisture in your fingers, and you get your finger on the bulb, and you will damage the light a lot quicker. So if you do happen to touch a bulb, clean it off really well before you actually power it up. Alright, so anyway, alright, so we got to get rid of these wires here, and basically we're just gonna do a snip. We're just gonna do a snip there, and a snip there. That's no good anymore. Discard. Okay, get my hands out the way here. Alright, just a pair of regular electrical pliers. We're just going to cut back a little insulation here. Pull that off. And the red one, if you still got good angle on this thing here, pull that off. Okay. Twist it up to make the electrical strands tight. Same thing for this one here. Twist it so the electrical strands are tight. Okay. Let that one sit there for a minute. We gotta do the same thing on the new connecting piece here. Okay. Basically I'm just doing the same thing here. Strip it a little bit, pop it off. Strip it a little bit, pop it off. Why that didn't want to come off? Oh, my bad. Strip it a little bit, pop it off. Okay, so same deal. Same thing again. Twist the wires together, so I'm trying to see the camera. Twist the wires together so it's not like frazzled looking like this one is. Just twist them. Okay. Then you can take your little butt connector here. Okay. Put it down basically. See if I get my wire right here. I'm trying to look and see where the darn camera is, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, so Push that down on there. Make sure it's in. I don't want any wires, stray wires hanging out. In. Okay, so once it's on there, you're gonna take your wires, your tool. It's got that little crimp right there. So I'm gonna stick that right in there where the crimp is. Okay, right where the crimp is. And squeeze down. I'm crimping it down on that wire. See? I'm crimping it down on that wire. Okay. Now let off. I want to tug on it really good, so that's not coming out. I'm gonna do the same thing. Same thing with the black wire. Okay, repeat the same process. Just in here like this. Clamp down, good pressure. Okay, good pressure. Good release. You're gonna tug on it. Make sure it's not gonna pop loose. Okay, so that's good for the new piece. Now all we gotta do is do the same thing on this side right here, okay? So you take the red one, connect it up to the other red one, and I kind of like to twist it a little bit as it's going on there to kind of keep the wires inside the of the steel jacket that's in there. Clean that up a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of give it a little twist while it's going on there. Okay. Make sure it's seated in there really well. And I like to keep my crimp on the same side that matches where the other crimp is. That way I kind of like don't distort the metal inside of there in different ways. When it's all smashed the same way. And the same thing again. Crimp it down, put good pressure on it. I ain't got to kill it now, but I'm going to put good pressure on it. Let off. I'm going to tug on this side. Same way I tugged on the other one. That's good. And then we'll repeat the process here. Slide that one inside. Give it a little twist. Make sure it seats in there all the way. Sometimes I actually look down in there and make sure it's in there good. Okay. Again, I like mine to be crimped on the same side, like I said. So, mesh it, ease it down on there real good. Okay. Same thing here. Pull on it. And that's it. Okay. We have just now repaired the light. I'm going to put the new bulb in. This is the new bulb with the brighter tips on them. Okay. It's an H11, so it has to go in according to the groove in the inside. It's got a little groove in the inside, so it's got to match that groove here. So it's in. It's clicked in place and everything. I'm not touching the lens. I'm not touching the bulb. I tuck my wires out the way. And here, put the bulb in. Turn it downward to lock it in place. And that's it. Alright? Any questions, give me a holler. It's your boy D Wheels coming at you one more again with another repair.